sexual fulfillment. You guys would be surprised how many couples are neglecting their spouse sexually. They are not meeting their sexual needs. And this is not just for men, this is for women too. There are so many women that are sexually frustrated because their husbands are emotionally unavailable. Guys, you cannot have a loving marriage, you cannot be in love without having sex. Sex is necessary. Sex is not everything, but sex is necessary. It's a way that we connect with our spouse. It's a way to communicate love to our spouse. And the reason why love is dying is because we are not having sex. We have to change that. You cannot be with your partner, in love with your partner, and not have sex with them. And guess what? This is the one thing that I want to tell you guys. Did you know that when someone has an affair, that they usually have an affair with someone that is less attractive than their spouse? And I know that it throws everybody off because you're just like, how in the world did you get attracted to that? How? Look at me. How? That's because sexual fulfillment is not just about attraction. It is about availability. It is about availability. That means if that person is available and you are not, you are opening up a door for that need to be fulfilled by somebody else. And here's a kicker that you guys need to understand. Fairs happen when another person meets just one emotional need. So all of those 10 emotional needs that we talked about, the affection, the admiration, the sexual fulfillment, the financial support, one of those things just has to be fulfilled by somebody else. So when I say that marriage takes work, yeah, it takes work. And the reason why a lot of people don't last is because they are not willing to do the work. But I'm telling you, if you want a relationship that is loving, that is thriving, where you are in love with your partner, you have to be committed to meeting these emotional needs on a daily basis. You know how I told you guys how only one emotional need has to be met by someone else in order for an affair to happen? Guess what it is for women? It's affection and admiration. So if you are not meeting your wife's need for affection and admiration, where you are being soft towards her, gentle towards her, meeting her need by hugging her, kissing her, admiring her, telling her she's beautiful, telling her she smells good, telling her she's sexy, if somebody else that is a co-worker at the gas station, at the salon, wherever she goes, if they are admiring her and showing her affection more than you are, guess what happens? You are opening up a door for an affair. And for men, it is sexual fulfillment and appreciation. It is sexual fulfillment and appreciation. Guys, I understand it's very hard to have sex with somebody that you don't love. But for some of you, the love is there. You're just neglecting to fulfill your role to your husband. And one of the things that my husband said to me that was so poignant in one of our conversations one time, he said, baby, he said, I can meet every need for myself except the need for sexual fulfillment. I can't have sex with myself. He said, I can wash dishes. He said, I can't cook well, but I can go in and learn how to cook. I can go in and make me a sandwich. I can make some noodles. I can make a salad, but I can't have sex with myself. That is how necessary you are as a wife to your husband. The fact that he says, I can't have sex with myself shows you how needed, how wanted you are as a spouse. And if your husband is showing up and he's admiring you, he's giving you affection, he's watering you, he's taking you out on dates, he's doing all of those things, even if he's showing up in the best way that he can, there is no reason why you should be withholding sex from your husband as punishment. When you do, ladies, you open up the door for an affair. That's the elephant in the room that we're not willing to talk about. When you don't have sex with your partner, when you neglect your partner's sexual needs, you are opening up a door for somebody else to meet that need. And if you don't want your husband stepping out, if you don't want your wife stepping out, start to meet their emotional needs. Love is bred in the womb of meeting emotional needs consistently. right? And those emotional needs, what are those emotional needs? Admiration, affection, conversation, domestic support, financial support, right? Honesty, openness, being emotionally available, not stonewalling, not, refusing to talk about your day, not any of that. Being open, being available. Physical attraction. So many people neglect being physically attracted, the importance of being physically attractive to your spouse. You can't let yourself go and expect your wife to be attracted to you and expect your husband to be attracted to you. I mean, some of us need to have a real conversation about the state of our health and letting ourselves go. We need to be attractive to our spouses, because would you want to lay with somebody that you're not attractive to? I'm asking you a real question. Would you want to sleep with, have sex with, hold hands, be seen without? And I know we say, oh, well, that's all superficial, but no, it's not. Would you want to be seen out and about, right? With someone who is letting themselves go and not taking care of themselves physically, right? That is a communication of love when you take care of the thing that they love, right? When you take care of the vessel that they love. Even that is a commandment in the Bible, to take care of our temple, because God commands us to take care of the thing that he loves. So if he tells us to take care of the things that he loves, what do you think the command would be in your husband, in your relationship? It would be to take care of the thing that your spouse loves, right? It would be the same thing. Recreational companionship. Go out with your spouse. I'm like tonight, I'm going to a football game with my spouse. I love football, but do I like high school football? No. But do I love my spouse? Yes. So I'm going. He asked me to go, so I'm going. I'm going to put on my little makeup, I'm going to freshen up my little makeup, toss my little hair, put on some perfume, and I'm going to a game. Because that's where he has to be, and that's where I want to be. And wherever he is where I want to be. And the last one is sexual fulfillment. Y'all got to start having sex with your spouses. It's just, you got to start having sex with your spouses. When those 10 emotional needs are not being met, it's just like the flower, right, that gets no water. It's just like the flower that gets no Advil or whatever they tell you to put in there to prolong the life of the flower. It's just like that. Whatever you don't water will die. And the reason why a lot of y'all are unhappy in your marriage is because the thing that you should have been watering, you stopped. And now it's dead. And the only way to revive it, if it can be revived, is you got to start doing some pruning. You got to start doing some tender love and care. You got to start going back, giving to your spouse the thing that it needs in order for love to thrive. That's the only way.